All right, guys. Good morning, everybody. I am back from the Burning Man. Last week, as most of you know, I was in Burning Man, and the Burning Man is a 9-day festival, cultural festival in Nevada, in Black Rock City. And this is a camp that we had with a group of friends. And what we did here was we took this big military tent, and we really made a disco bar out of it. In the middle of the desert, with best decoration, best sound system, and with fun parties. And this is our tent. We took really a couple of trucks and cranes to set it up, and it was amazing.
Hi, thanks for watching my video. My name is Andrew Aziz, and I'm the author of How to Day Trade for a Living. In this channel, I'm showing my daily trades on the US stock market. I hope that you enjoy the videos. Make sure to subscribe to our channel. Thanks for watching, and welcome to my channel.
It rained, and it turned out to be a chaos because everybody were stuck. It really rains in Black Rock City, but it turned out to be chaos. But eventually I got out yesterday and flew out home. So that was really amazing. And, I posted about Burning Man, and what is Burning Man? Burning Man about is the culture of why not, overwhelming why. Like, people are asking, like, why are you doing that? Why are you taking this, into the middle of a desert for 1 week and then clean up and come back? And we say, why not? We can and we will. The whole culture of Burning Man is about why not. We can and we do it, and we gift it to each other. We show that, the radical self-expression and radical self-reliance, and, gifting is, the principles that you take into the life. So anyways, I posted something on Twitter if you want to learn about it, why we did that. And, it's just well beyond a couple of minutes of recap if you want to talk about what was Burning Man. But anyways, I posted a lot of pictures on my Instagram and some in Twitter, mostly on Instagram if you're following me there. So I missed the whole trading there. I'm very happy that I missed it. I don't care about trading really when I'm in Burning Man. But now back, so I'm a little bit sleep deprived. I have a little bit of fatigue, but hopefully with the next couple of days of sleep, I'm going to head back, stay sober, and, get ready for Toronto. This weekend, Paris, Brian, Ardi, and I are going to come to Toronto. There's a lot of traders in Toronto, and also Peter might actually come. Trading-wise today, Tesla on Friday had a really horrible day. So sold off 5%. Today it was a day that it actually bounced back. So I saw a really nice, opening range breakup on it, and took the trade for a 1 minute opening range breakup, but I got out of it completely. I just got cold feet. But it had a massive run from the 245 all the way up to 53, and then it started continuing to pull back. I didn't add anything. I didn't mess around because I really didn't want to, chase it. And then it turned out to be a 920 trade. And what is a 920 trade? The 920 trade is you find a stock that is very, very, very strong, going up, comes back to the 20 moving average here. You add into the 20 moving average a little bit of a stop loss below that, and pop to the 9 moving average on 2-minute chart. You start partialing, and the next is the high of the day. You start getting partialing out, and I am still in there, and I want to get to 254. So this is my position here. I still have 430 shares, the average of 249.50, and I'm actually looking forward to get to 254. Why am I setting this gonna get to 254? Let me bring that based on the level 2 that Thor shared for us based on Bookmap. So what we saw here was that actually, there is the historical level 2 here on Bookmap. So as you see here, by the time that we took this screenshot, what's the time? It was, what is it? It's 9:57, I think. Yeah, 9:57. So just before 10 when he took it at. So you see the 252, 253, 254, and 255 are sitting. The large orders are sitting in there, and these are potential liquidity, attractions that the price is going to go toward that. Obviously, this is not telling you future. This is just one part of trading, and you have to really obviously base your trade based on price action. But that's one thing that we saw. We also saw, by the time that I took that trade, we also continuously see bigger level 2 signals. That's why I took the trade. I was very, very bullish, and I recommended people to stay out of it short. So this is when I took the trade. By the time that you saw, that 253, there are bigger asks are sitting here, but it wasn't a huge sign. But I was hoping to get a better screenshot on that. So sitting on this, and it's going to go to 254. I'm actually absolutely sure that it's going to go to 254. You know, I squeezed a couple of times. The high of the day is 253.88. So I'm going to absolutely sure that it's going to go to 254. And it seems that we have another level up here at 255. I think it's going to really break up because QQQ is running up. QQQ, you know, break out toward the high. S&P 500 is going to go green. So I'm sure the Tesla is now up. Is going to continue going to 254. So that was my trading app. But here's I want to talk something very interesting, guys. Who did I learn this strategy, the 920 strategy, which is our education center? I learned it from Brian. Brian actually was the person who taught us how to actually create this trade. He took the trade exactly with me at the same time, but he got out of it. And he's going to explain why. But the psychology of the two traders were different. I said, okay, I'm going to stay in there. And on a 5-minute chart, I looked at that 5-minute chart and I saw there is this moving average as a potential support. I'm going to wait and see if this moving average is going to do something or not. Still, the trade is in place for me. And it did happen, and I made really a lot of money on that. Brian, on the other hand, had a different psychology. I don't know what was in his mind. Maybe he had a loss. Maybe he had a really good day. He didn't want to risk. Maybe he was not having a good day mentally. Whatever it is, he did not take that trade. He took it and he got out of it. And that's a perfect example of how psychology is important when you're actually make a trade. The strategy, both of us have the same strategy. I actually learned it from Brian, but he couldn't, you know, monetize on this trade because his psychology was different from me. I'm not saying better or worse, it's just different from me. So Brian, how was your trading? And plus, what was in your mind when you traded Tesla 920?
Yeah, no, when I'm trading the 920 or bounces off the VWAP, I'm always keeping an eye on the what the markets are doing, the Qs and the SPY. And if they look really weak, sometimes these bounces are also weak or they don't happen. So the Qs at that point were looking a little weak, and I thought they were going to break lower. And I was looking at Tesla and I was thinking, okay, if the market breaks lower, Tesla's probably going to go too. And on top of that, I just, I'd already had a good day. I'd booked some good profits on some trades, and I just thought, no, you know what? I don't want to see, part of my profits disappear. And you're right. It's just a psychology thing. I mean, looking back, I could have given it a little more room. But, like I said, I felt like I didn't have an edge at that point. So when I don't feel like I have an edge, I just get out of the trade. And sometimes, you get out of a trade and it works out. So that's just, my philosophy is always just, small losses, hopefully big gains. So, and that's the way you're a profitable trader in the long run.
Excellent. So Ardi mentioned something in the chat. I know he made a joke, but he said retirement. Brian is retired. And that's also very true, because which stage of life you are has an impact on how you trade. Yeah. It's very important. If you're young, you can be aggressive. If you're retired, you want to be more conservative. Even for investing, your portfolio when you're very young has to be very different from when you are actually retired. As a retired person, you need low volatility and capital inflow like dividends and income. As a young person, you can tolerate more volatility, but you need growth. So it's just very important, the impact of psychology. So when we say psychology, we are not just repeating something from the books. We mean it like in real examples like that. Brian, I know you did some nice trade on Airbnb. Airbnb had a really nice move up at the open because it's now being added into S&P 500. I know you had a really nice trade. I know Jared also had a really nice trade on Airbnb, especially on this bounce. If Jared is listening, if you can share your trade with us, that would be nice.
Yeah.
How was your trade on Airbnb?
Yeah, basically Airbnb was gapping up. It was being added to the S&P, and it was strong going into the open. So, I just basically played it as a fallen angel trade, which is one of our strategies, which is basically, you open gapping up above the VWAP. You get a bit of a pullback on profit taking. Initial profit taking, and you take an entry on that pullback, and that's basically what I did. I believe that's what Jared did as well. So got a nice entry around 140.30 and sold through some whole numbers there, 142.
Perfect. Yeah,
143.
Jared actually showed that here. So Jared actually
Yeah.
at the open, it was really amazing. Jared jumped in here as we mentioned, and then he
Yeah,
added
just as I did.
amazingly at the VWAP. He added, and boom, this is an amazing trade. And then he obviously added again more, a couple of trades here. I didn't listen to him, but this trade at the open was amazing by Jared, and I think it was one of the best trades that Jared did here. So it was very, very nice. Again, I'm zooming in a little bit here. So this is the fallen angel that Brian also took, popped up. So Brian sold, and then on this pullback, Jared added on the VWAP. This is an amazing ad, and then obviously you just go all the way down, all the way up to 144. Very nice, amazing trading here. So it was a pretty good day. I mean, Thor had a really nice trades on Nvidia. I also traded. I had a loss on Nvidia short. The Nvidia sold off. I went for short 1 minute opinion range breakdown. I got stopped out, came back up. I went long, added more for the red to green. So I had this one trade on Nvidia here. So overall, that turned out to be my trading day. So one loss on Nvidia and one long on Nvidia. But I know Thor mentioned that he took the long around here on Nvidia. I remember that at around 10:15 he mentioned an Nvidia for a long. Actually, I do have that actually. Yeah, I remember that. I took a screenshot here on then. So he took this long. I remember that. All right, guys. Yeah, I just wanted to do an update on the trading. So Tesla, by the time that I did the recap, we were around here. And I knew, as I mentioned, that based on the heat map that we showed to folks, let me actually quickly bring that on Bookmap. So quickly, what we noticed here, guys, that you know, that it's very, very possible that you go to 253, 254, 255 and higher. So, and based on that, I actually kept some of my position. So just quickly update on that. And as you see, sold off all the way up to 254. I put order at 254 and I got filled. And then when I left, I put order at 256 and 255. So these are the round numbers that you can see here. I got filled here again at 256. I put order at 258 as well. Like, this is the time that I put the order at 258. At around 230, I had to leave. And look at this. The high of the day is exactly at 258. And I didn't get filled for the remaining of my position, guys. So as you see here, you know, I put that exactly at 258. You see it tick that, but unfortunately my orders at 258 for this remaining of 100 shares of Tesla really didn't get filled. And you know, it's actually sitting sitting the order here. I put the order at 1245, and unfortunately I didn't really get filled, and that's very unfortunate. But it, you know, just shows that how you actually can make this trading based on the level 2, which is our community is all about, and you know, we're really good at doing that. So again, really amazing trading on the 920 that turned out to be. So if you go to a 2-minute chart, you see that we had a very, very amazing 920. Let's go to the 5-minute chart, probably a little bit better. You know, essentially it was a very nice 920 trade based on 2-minute. Came here, sold, and the last portion that I wanted to get out here really didn't get filled. And again, the high of the day is exactly 258. So that's an update to the recap that I did. Again, we discussed about the psychology of trading and how it's important, how two traders take the same trade. One of them cannot handle himself and get out, and the other one really make a really decent profit on that trading. And I hope that everybody enjoyed from this today's recap. Perfect. So it was a great trading day, guys. Amazing. Welcome back. So tonight is today's Tuesday, guys. We're gonna have the onboarding. So if anyone is new into the community and you want to figure out what's going on in life and in the community, join us into the onboarding session. And we start the Peak Capital Bootcamp, guys, this week. It's maxed out, so we are very excited to start the best bootcamp that we've ever had, guys. So looking forward to see all the bootcamp attendees. The schedule is on the Peak Capital website, and also you get an email if it needed. So check out your email, the email that you sign up for Peak Capital. Excellent, guys. Happy Tuesday, September.
Happy Tuesday.
And all the best. Yeah, onboarding is for today because yesterday was obviously stat holiday, and you know, people are away, and our staff was also you know, taking time off with family. Have a good day, guys.